Well, we want to now talk about vocational training and the role that private sector is playing in terms of trying to ensure we have more younger people being able to get requisite skills to break through the job market. Joining me right now is Lynette Mwende, who is from ATL. Many thanks for joining us this afternoon.
Thank you for having me, Abby.
And let's just pick it up from vocational training institutions have been regarded as places where people who did not pass should go to. How is the narrative now? Has it changed or not?
I think the narrative has not really changed much, but through the TVET project that AVIC has established in Kenya, through the Ministry of Education, we've seen more students joining technical training institutions because there is more demand for the technical skills in various industries. So I believe the youth have also seen that the skills that are needed in the market right now, you can only be able to get them through TVET. Mm-hmm. Yes.
And TVETs have been deemed to be ill-equipped in terms of having the modern technology. Even the curriculums are yet to be reworked and revised to suit the current market demands. Where are we in terms of rejigging these all-important issues?
You're right. For a long time, the TVETs were very ill-equipped. But right now, with the phase 2 that is ongoing through the Ministry of Education and our TVET partnership, we've been able to bring state-of-the-art equipment. So what we do is supply, we install, and we commission this equipment. And what we did in phase 1, which was in 2010 to 2013, we only equipped in electrical, mechanical, rapid prototyping. Mm-hmm. But after conducting a market survey, we realized we need to add, even welding, automotive. We even have now the agriculture machinery. So we are raising the standard, and we are actually raising up to the bar. Mm-hmm. So that we can be able to equip these TVETs with what is out there. Mm-hmm. And I believe right now, if you go to Technical University of Kenya, you will see a very huge workshop, state-of-the-art equipment, and something that most Kenyans actually do not know. Mm-hmm. Is that right now TVETs are actually up to the standard.
All right.
Yes.
Of course, they also did get some funding in the budget for the 2016-2017. Well, let's move this conversation mm-hmm. forward, Lynette. Right now, unemployment is still a challenge for Kenya. We're talking about 40% of young people not employed. What impact can TVETs play in ensuring that there's that proportion of the society that perhaps never secured marks to take them to university, mm-hmm. and they would like to exit from this unemployment cycle? What will the role be of TVETs?
I think there's a huge role for TVET to play, especially when we're looking at our Vision 2030 blueprint. You look at, we are trying to industrialize, the country is trying to grow. And right now, for us to achieve even the 5% or more growth rate, we do need to really go into manufacturing sector and increasing our industries. We can only do that if our youth are well equipped with technical skills to run the industry. As right now, they go to university, there's more of theoretical rote learning mm-hmm. in the university as opposed to the practical skills. So when you go to TVET, you have access to actually using equipment. And that's why even we have the Africa Tech Challenge, which is trying now to change the mindset of the youth. Because if we start with the youth, the huge unemployment rate can be reduced from if we alleviate them, if we take them from that situation of they do not have skills. Mm-hmm. So I believe TVET is going to really play a big role. And what the ministry has done in phase 2, we've been able to get there's more funding, as you said, from the initial phase 1 to where we are at, so that there can be more TVETs in each of the counties, because of devolution. So we're trying to create or increase the access to TVET, which was not there before. So I think where we can start is also start the change of mindset. Let's look at how can we achieve Vision 2030. We can only achieve it if we actually work. So we actually need the technicians, more than the technocrats right now. Mm-hmm. So maybe the youth need to realize that, change their mindset, and start applying to go into TVET. Mm-hmm. Yes.
And looking at the bigger picture, and the reality on the ground is that a good bulk of the young population, mm-hmm. they have perception issues that kufanya kazi ya mkono, mm-hmm. as in people want white-collar jobs.
Right.
And they are sort of not interested per se in these technical jobs. And yet the technical jobs are increasingly becoming jobs that people are earning well.
Right.
What's your message to the young people?
My message right now is let us also invest in research. I think the whole perception has been overtaken by time. If you look at even Talo, you can see the hiring of technicians. They actually get paid so much more than most people in the white-collar job sector. So what I want to tell to the youth right now is research. Do your research, and actually you'll be able to see the market survey has changed greatly, moving from white-collar jobs to blue-collar jobs. On top of that, look at the construction sites. Everywhere in Nairobi specifically, we're surrounded by construction sites. Who are the people we need on the construction site? We need welders. We need people who can be able to, do the steel works. Exactly, masonry. So we actually need the youth to do some research and see where is the demand. The demand is in construction sector. The demand is in the industry. So even right now with the Africa Tech Challenge, we're trying to change perception by telling them there is ATC season for this season. We've changed it from TVET into a civil construction-based competition because there's a lot of construction projects in Nairobi, starting with AVIC's Global Trade Center, which is in Westlands, currently, which is the largest investment in the county. So the youth need to start seeing which projects are out there that they can be absorbed in very easily.
All right.
Yes.
And definitely quite an important subject. And many thanks there, Lynette Mwende, who is a program officer at AVIC.